So it seems like I'm obsessed with power. I'm obsessed with power on this channel. Power meters is what I'm talking about. I'm obsessed with power meters on this channel. I realise that a lot of my advice isn't very relevant to people when I'm talking about watts, because most people don't have a power meter. So when I'm talking about watts, the advice can seem irrelevant. And I want my advice to be as accessible and relevant to as many people as possible. So I was thinking to myself, how would I train like I do now to a specific goal if I didn't have a power meter? And the correlation, the common denominator, the conclusion I came to was cadence. Cadence is the next best cheap way to train if you don't have a power meter. Because I could probably tell you on feel and cadence alone what wattage I was doing to within probably like 10 watts at any time. So I would definitely, if you took the power meter away from me today, I would go to the shops immediately and buy a cadence sensor, stick that on my bike. The thing with cadence is that, you know, it's up to the second data. That's what you want. Data that is real time, that allows you to pace yourself. And that's how I want to train. So if you took the power meter away from me today, I would get a cadence sensor, a cheap cadence sensor, and be able to train exactly the same. So there is definitely a strong correlation between cadence and the kind of power that you're going to be doing. It's just finding out what that correlation is from person to person, because it's going to be a personal thing, because different people are going to have different gears. You know, you're going to be on different climbs. You're going to have to find out for yourself on those climbs that you want to pace yourself on, you know, those local climbs that you train on. In order to be able to know the kind of power you're doing, you need to put some experience in, you need to put some practice in. You need to go and do these hills go and do the hills that you want to train on using your cadence sensor and riding them at a certain incremental reps per minute. So you go and ride the hill at 90 reps per minute, you go and ride the hill at 105 reps per minute, and then you go and look on Strava and see what similar times people have done who've got power meters and are a similar weight to you, and you can then tell from what times they've done and you've done what reps per minute you're doing for that power. So it's just going to take time, it's going to take some practice, but you can definitely, using just cadence, pace yourself in a very similar way as I do with my power meter. I could definitely do the same kind of training, get the same kind of results as I do with the power meter with just a cadence sensor. So who wants to buy a power meter off me and put my money where my mouth is?